Good morning, everyone. Honestly, it's a pleasure to be here, to be back here. Actually, I was here last June for the launch of our Moto Z2 Play, which, by the way, worked very well and really put us in the premium segment in Brazil. But I guess for every people working at Motorola, it's always a pleasure to come to Brazil. This is really a place full of energy and where our brand is great. So, I'm here today to introduce our new Moto G and new Moto E. And I'm very excited about that because there is a lot of new stuff. You know, in the industry, it became kind of a common practice, generation after generation, to just do a little bit better for the next product. And I'm very happy because this is absolutely not what we did for our new Moto G. It's a brand new product. Everything there is brand new. And I can't wait to show you more, to tell you more about that. So let's start. Let's start with the new Moto G.
Moto G6 totalmente
If there's
novo.
one thing which has not changed, is the mission of the G products. The G products, they are here to listen to you, to listen to your needs and deliver the experience you value the most.
Não mudou que estão aqui para ouvir a necessidade do público.
You will understand better towards the end of my presentation how much we want you to be part of that experience. But let's start talking about the product. A typical example
usuário
of
é
the
parte
mission
da
of the Moto
experiência.
G, which is to listen to you, to listen to what the market is saying and to the great things that we can bring, is our display. There is innovation which enable on the very high-end products to get more display within the same form factor, to cover more of the surface of the phone with the display. So we ask ourselves, why not making that for Moto G? And this is what we did with our Max Vision display. We cover more than 80% of the device with display. That means more
Max
usage,
Vision Display,
more
mais de
interaction,
80% de
and a way
cobertura.
better experience. So we are very, very happy
18 por
because
9.
not only one, but all the Moto Gs, we're going to introduce 3 Moto Gs here today. All of them have this Max Vision display. So this is great. And as we were doing that, we decided to change the form factor. The display is now longer and narrower, so we wanted the phone to be narrower as well, so that you have a better grasp in your hand. And we made it curved so that it's nicer, it has a better feeling. So everything becomes to be a large display and something that you hold better in your hand. It fits very comfortably.
Mais longo e curvado, muito confortável na
We
mão.
curved everything, we narrowed it, and we wanted to do something very special for the material, so we made it all in glass. Honestly, phones before were like 3 layers of things. Now, a product like our new Moto G
Feito em
feels just
vidro.
like one smooth piece of glass, and that's really nice to use. That's really comfortable. It
Vidro
reflects the
3D,
light beautifully.
estilo Moto
The
X4.
touch feeling is great, and that looks good. Very important. That's glass, but that's very strong. We have multiple technologies of glass that we are using, and there are things for the higher part of the Moto Gs which are 3D Gorilla Corning glass, which are very, very robust.
Vidro robusto.
Silver, more gold. I think all the devices are very consistent the way they look, but it's just kind of different touch of color depending on. We talk to you, we talk to our consumers, and we know that this is one of the primary concerns that people have, battery performance. Of course, generation over generation, we try and work very hard to make the battery consumption optimized so that we always make sure that there is at least more than 1 full day of usage of our phones. But here again, we wanted to innovate for this new generation of Moto G, and we decided to bring turbo power charging on all Moto Gs. What does that mean? It means that if you have only 15 minutes to charge your device, it gives you 6 more hours of usage. So just imagine you can just
50 minutos de carregamento, 6 horas de uso.
You're going for 6 more hours, even if your battery was totally depleted before. So that's great, and every new Moto G has that. And as I said, we have three Three new Moto Gs today. We have the G Plus and the G, and by the way, there is a comeback. There is the comeback of the G Play, and that G Play comes with something even better for the battery performance. It comes with more battery inside, more battery to the point that you can use it for up to 32 hours without charging again. So turbocharging, more battery, more optimized battery consumption, everything is really focused around the usage, bigger display, more comfortable to use, everything is about that. So when we talk about usage, we have to talk about the speed of the power of the device, and we made sure that here as well you won't be disappointed. All the Moto Gs are using the latest generation of Qualcomm Snapdragon. It goes up to an octa-core 2.2 GHz. When you think about it, not long time ago that was what was in a PC, and now you have that in a Moto G. This is as powerful as it gets for gaming, for streaming, for all the things that you want to do with your phone. Now, let's keep it here for the features. I have been talking a lot about usage, so this is the interesting part of Moto G. Let's talk about all the things that you can do with your phone. And the list is pretty endless, so I'm going to try to focus on what's really impressive. Let's start with the camera.
Ele é muito bonito, mas a câmera é uma novidade.
We know that the camera is one of the primary usage, and that image quality is obviously something very important. And we take that very seriously. We take image quality super seriously, and we consider all the things that you want to do with your pictures, because we know that this is not only about taking nice pictures, it's about sharing them, it's about being creative with them. So you're going to see we have a lot of things about that. First, let me show you real examples. It's not only about giving you technical specs. Those pictures were taken with actual new Moto Gs. And look at the colors. They are not all obvious pictures. They have been taken in dark conditions,
contraste, cores.
but every time the colors are very vivid.
Fotos tiradas por pessoas normais, não por
técnicos. So this is exactly what the thing you can get with our new Moto Gs. Now, there is more than we can do with that. We can take great pictures, but we can transform those pictures. And you will see that pretty much your creativity is going to be the limit. Here you see what we have with selective focus. So this is the moment where you decide that you want to put the highlight of a picture on some particular element.
O foco seletivo, né?
You see here how you can play with a picture. You decide that the hero is the cake or the hero are the people. And then you blur out the
Pode focar na frente ou focar o fundo.
It's really impressive because it's very simple to do that. You just touch an object and that blurs out the rest. You want to be more creative? Go with it. I mean, take a classic black and white picture and just add a dash of color in there to highlight something and go and share that with your friends.
Seleção de cores, né?
Something I really like.
Foto preto e branco com nuances em colorido. Redimensionar o fundo, mudar o cenário. Isso já tinha no Moto G5S Plus, né?
With a professional photo editing software. So I don't know about you, but that doesn't work for me. That's very complicated. The result is not that good. It's a lot easier, it's a lot faster, and the result is a lot better with the phone. And that's, again, very seamless. You have nothing to do. Just replace background, resize, put on the right one, and share. So we can even go
São recursos que já tinham no Moto X4, né?
We have this time-lapse mode. You're just shooting a scene, and then you can accelerate the action to go
time-lapse, acelerando, né? Time-lapse nativo.
That's a time-lapse video. And we have face filters. We know that for selfies, this is a very common practice.
A modinha dos filtros faciais aí que todos os smartphones estão trazendo agora nativo de cara.
It's interactive. So actually, what you're doing is changing the face filter. Whether you open your mouth,
fazendo história.
You turn your head, then the face filter adjusts. And again, that generates videos, that generates pictures, and you have a lot of mods about that.
É o Moto X4, né, pessoal? As mesmas funções de câmera do Moto X4. O Moto X4 18:9 sem IP67.
So that's just an example of all the things you can do with the camera. Right.
Agradecer a presença de todos aí, deixa um like, se inscreva no canal. Tem um sorteio rolando aí no canal. Se inscrevam para ganhar um smartphone.
The default gallery player is Google Photo. So with Google Photo you get that automatic seamless backup. You don't have to think about it. There is nothing to install. You take a picture, it's backed up in the cloud, and it's unlimited. You have never any limitation for that. And even more fun, you can search your pictures. I mean, I don't know about you. I have more than 15,000 pictures on my phone. So let's say that I want to retrieve the picture I took of a sport car 2 years ago.
Vai ter Moto E também hoje, hein, pessoal?
I scroll forever. So now I can just search it.
Estão apresentando o Moto G6 ainda. Quem perguntou aí?
I will find the photo. So this is how it works. You take as many pictures as you want. They are all safely backed up. You can share them and you can search them. So it's by default in the product and it goes with our great camera. So that's for one part of the camera. Let's talk about something different now.
As experiências motos aí.
I bet that if you're a Moto G user, you love Moto experiences. What are Moto experiences so far? So Moto experiences, they are this way.
Igualzinho o Moto X4. Moto Key, né, para você entrar nos aplicativos apenas com a digital, sem precisar de senha. Moto Gesto, que são os motos ações. Moto Voice, que todo mundo conhece. Só Moto Display que eu não lembro de ter no X4.
This is all kind of things. There are new things coming on these new Moto Gs, for example. You will now be able to.
É interessante, né? O Moto G com as funções do X4 é algo bem bacana. Bom upgrade.
You will have the way to, by just approaching your hand from the display, revealing the notification and the time. This is what we only had on Moto Z before, and we are now bringing that to our Moto G series. You can even by touching 3 fingers.
Screenshot com 3 dedos, que já tem no X4 também, muito bom essa função.
So that's what Moto Experience is, or used to be, but wait, it gets way better than that. Now all the sensors, the camera, the microphones, the proximity sensors, all the sensors you have on the phone, they are not only smart, they are becoming powered by AI, by artificial intelligence. And that's unleashed a whole new world of creativity and of possibilities. So for example, the camera takes great pictures, but now the camera is intelligent. The camera sees what you see and understands what it is. It can recognize landmark and tell you exactly what is it that you have in front of you. It can give you fact and data about that. If you have an object and you put it in front of a camera, it will recognize the object. At some point, it will even enable you to go and buy online that
Obrigado, Alex.
recognize what it is. You can put text in front of the camera, it will read the text, recognize it, transform it into a document, and obviously it works for QR code, for barcode, for business cards. You don't have to install any app.
Pessoal, vamos deixar o like aí, né? Se inscrever no canal. Ajudar a gente a fazer esse trabalho de forma amadora, mas que aproxima, né? Todos nós do mundo da tecnologia. Feito de forma voluntária, né?
The other camera, the front camera, can now recognize your face. It will know exactly and very
Não tenho nenhum ganho financeiro com esse trabalho.
You don't need password or fingerprint anymore. You can just use that. That's the face unlock.
Deixar claro que são apenas custos. Estou com uma câmera aqui que custa R$4.000 e um smartphone do mesmo preço.
Experience powered by AI that honestly I like the most is the fact that for the first time on Moto G we're bringing always on voice. So let's say your device is not even close to you, the screen is off. You can still speak to the device. It will wake up the device, but it will understand what you say, more importantly. And it will do very, very smart stuff because it's actually conversational, contextual, and it works with most of the apps of your phone. So of course you can if you like, ask for the weather forecast. It can do that. But it can do a lot more than that. It can really interact with you. So say, for example, I'm asking to get the next flight to Beijing. Then the device will ask me which airline I prefer. And then I will reply. And I really engage into a conversation with the device. And there is so many things you
A
can
parte
do.
de inteligência artificial, né?
Listen to your music. You can ask to recognize music. You can ask
Programar
to see
viagens,
next
pedir
episode of your
música,
favorite TV show. And it will
reconhecer
fire up your
música,
favorite streamer
ver o próximo
app
episódio de
without
série.
making any setup for that. You can do even very, very, very complex use cases, as you have seen in this animation. You can ask for an hotel in a specific cities with
O processador vai ser um 2.2 GHz Snapdragon. Deve ser o 630.
Take the third one on the list and send the address to my friend, and it will fire up your WhatsApp, for example, and send the address to your friend. So it's way more powerful interaction that has ever been done with voice on
Essa
any
interação
device.
de voice da Motorola está prometendo uma inteligência artificial maior, né?
Way faster than doing all sorts of scrolling, pushing icons and copy and paste. So this
Você
is
não
what
teria
we
que
call
apertar ícone,
Moto
você
Voice.
poderia
Moto Voice is now
enviar
available on Moto G for the
qualquer
first time.
arquivo via
And Moto
WhatsApp
Voice
apenas
will
conversando
evolve
com o seu smartphone.
over time. And there is a long, long, long journey of
Seria a evolução do Moto Voice.
and on all the AI-powered moto experience. So speaking of this, and that will be going towards the end of the Moto G part, I mentioned at the beginning that we not only listen to you and wanted
Vamos
to
ter
give
Moto
you
E
the
ainda
best,
hoje,
we
pessoal.
wanted to involve you in the Moto G experience. So this is what we're starting now with what we call our beta program, the beta experiences. What is going to happen is that not only you will get all the things that
Ele
I
está falando da,
mentioned as part
da
of the
família
Moto
Moto G no geral ainda, pessoal.
but that will evolve over time. You will get more and more. Each time we have a new innovation, a new feature, we are going to share it with you. You don't have to change your device. You can use the same one. You will benefit from that. Now,
O Beta Experience que quase todas as empresas têm, né?
you will tell us if you like it, if you don't like it, why you don't
Melhorar
like it, if you have a
o
better
sistema de
idea,
software.
maybe, I hope, by the way.
Bacana isso.
So you're totally involved. It's not about creating
Algo que a
stats.
OnePlus faz com a Oxygen muito bem, né?
It's about co-creation. It's about co-design. It's about making it together.
É uma cocriação, né?
That's
Co-design.
really important.
Colocar o usuário onde ele deve estar, né? Uma importância
I'm going to
maior.
promise you something. Next time I come here and maybe I announce the next generation of Moto G, I'm going to give you a full report on that. What we did together. What we learned from you. What we learned from what you like. What
Diz
you
ele que na
didn't
próxima
like,
vez que
what
vier ao
you like
Brasil vai passar o relatório das pessoas que contribuíram
the
com
Moto experience with us.
uma Beta
We really
Experience.
want to consider from now on that
Vai dar o
Moto
retorno
experience
disso.
is your experience. And this is really important. This beta
O retorno
program,
da experiência dos usuários pelo Moto
involving you in the
Experience.
co-design is going to start in the coming weeks. We're going to communicate about that, and we hope you're going to love it. So, there was a lot to say about our Moto G. This is how they look like. We have 3 of them.
Muita coisa dita sobre o Moto G, vidro 3D.
Before, and keep in mind, they have these great features, but they come with this amazing experience, and I can't wait to
É um
hear
X4, né?
your feedback about all the things you're going to be able to do with
Com
them.
18:9.
Later on, you will be able to play with them. I'm sure they are available here after the show. So the other thing that you will be able to see today is our new Moto E's, and we are announcing new Moto E's as well. And you will see they are not coming short of any innovation. They are benefiting of a lot of improvements that even bring with the Moto G, and they are focused on bringing you more entertainment. So a great thing, even Moto E is being more affordable. All the Moto E's are going to benefit from our new Max Vision display, this 18
Pessoal
by 9.
deixando o like aí, se inscrever no canal, trabalho voluntário,
For example, this E Plus
feito com recursos
is going
próprios.
to come up with a 6-inch Max Vision display, more than 80% of display on your device. That's amazing when it comes to consume entertainment, gaming, streaming, video.
Moto E aí
web
com
browsing. This is
6
the best
polegadas.
experience ever for that.
Experiência para game e audiovisual.
Even more on the battery.
5.000 de bateria, Moto E.
5,000 mAh battery. That means more than 36 hours of usage. And keep in mind, when I mentioned this time of usage, this is our lab test.
36 horas de ouro, né? Testado em laboratório.
Using a device like that, I can pretty much use it all the time for more than 2 days without even charging it. So it's really unlimited entertainment at your fingertips. Even the camera has been improved on the Moto E. It's not because the device is more affordable that you should be taking blurry pictures. So we wanted to concentrate more on the autofocus and make it faster and more accurate. This is why we have included laser autofocus.
Moto Eco também com duas câmeras, pessoal. Com laser, autofoco.
Last but not least, fingerprint sensor.
Bacana, hein?
Put it in the bag, very convenient to access with your finger when you hold your device and you
Sensor traseiro.
It's very, very fast and very accurate and very secure, so you will be able to unlock it by just touching your device, and that helps to the whole thing. So we are announcing today 2 Moto E's, the E5 and the E5 Plus.
Não sei se são duas câmeras não, acho que é um laser e uma câmera.
Max Vision display, and you can see with the same new design, with the same new 3D curves that we are bringing on the Moto G's. This is really extending the family almost and benefiting from all the key aspects down to the Moto E. So I hope you're gonna enjoy those devices, use them, and really see all the things you can do with that. I think they are great, they are fantastic, and I'm going to now let Bruno talk to you about our marketing campaign and how we're going to launch them. Thank you very much.
Bom dia, uau, que emoção. Obrigado, thank you Dan, Buni. Obrigado a todos que estão aqui, é um prazer subir no palco novamente para falar de Moto G. Uma família tão querida no mercado de smartphones, mas principalmente para a marca Motorola. Mas eu queria agradecer também a você que está aí, atrás da câmera, acompanhando a gente. Como vocês sabem, esse é o primeiro evento global da Motorola que a gente está transmitindo pelas redes sociais. Então é muito, muito bacana ter todo mundo aqui, tem consumidor aqui na frente também, obrigado por ter vindo. E ter vocês aí, por quê? Porque vocês representam os quase 30 milhões de usuários de Moto G no Brasil, desde a primeira geração. E falando da primeira geração, eu vou começar esse speech um pouco diferente do que eu faço normalmente. Eu queria perguntar para vocês, quem não lembra quando o Moto G chegou no mercado e mudou tudo? Então, para a gente lembrar um pouco juntos, eu vou chamar aqui um vídeo curto, mas para a gente ver como que essa história começou. Vocês lembram, né? São 10 segundos suficientes para a gente lembrar de quando ele chegou e mudou tudo. A gente está chegando na 6ª geração, são 5 anos de sucesso absoluto dessa família e a gente está chegando junto com vocês, porque a 6ª geração é inspirada em cada um de vocês, nossos clientes, parceiros e principalmente consumidores. Mas como todo evento da Motorola, vocês sabem também que a gente não fala de passado, a gente fala de futuro, de presente. Então eu queria convidar vocês a verem pela primeira vez, com exclusividade, a campanha feita para a família Moto G6 no Brasil. É uma campanha global, mas produzida no Brasil. Então a gente está com muito, muito orgulho dessa campanha. Vamos ver junto a campanha Hello You.
Black or white? You deserve to have more choice. You deserve to do things your way. The new Moto G 6th generation was designed for you, for the creative you. For you who push boundaries.
In a Moto G6, in a G6.
For you who are always on the go. Was designed for you, for the smart you, because you know that the best things in life don't always cost more. the new Moto G6. Hello, you.
Bonita, né? Parabéns aí a todo o time envolvido nisso. Tem vários aqui. Bom, filme é sempre bom ver mais de uma vez. Ainda mais um filme lindo desse. Então vamos ver de novo, mas agora em português.
Seguir o padrão. Não, isso não é pra você. Porque só tem uma maneira de fazer as coisas. A sua. Hello, Moto. O novo Moto G6 foi inspirado em você. Que não tem medo de ousar. Que quer ampliar suas fronteiras. Para você que escolhe ser diferente e está sempre em movimento. O novo Moto G6 foi inspirado em você, porque mais do que ninguém, só você sabe o que é melhor para você. O novo Moto G6. Hello, you.
Bom, e vocês que gostaram aí, que estão em casa, comentem. Comentem aí na live que a gente vai depois responder um a um. Mas é isso, esse filme fala exatamente o que a Motorola acredita. Para a Motorola, cada pessoa é única, assim como os nossos produtos. O Moto G permite que você expresse e se conecte com o seu próprio mundo do seu jeito, usando o smartphone do jeito que você quer e do jeito que você acredita, sem seguir nenhum tipo de padrão. É por isso que a gente fala que a campanha de Moto G6 é inspirada em você. A gente respeita o seu caminho. Mas como vocês sabem também, a gente quando lança um produto da família Motorola, principalmente família Moto G, que vocês sabem que a gente guarda no coração aqui, a gente não lança só com um filme como esse. Então a gente cobre realmente o mundo, o Brasil, com essa campanha colorida, leve.
Se for isso, Alex, acertei os preços.
Então aqui alguns exemplos de algumas execuções que vão estar na rua a partir de hoje. A partir de hoje, vocês já vão encontrar essa campanha
R$100 a mais que do ano passado, Moto G5 S Plus.
E vários parceiros nossos que estão aí também que ajudaram a colocar isso de pé. Então aqui Moto G6, Moto G6 Play, lembrando que é com essa família que volta o G-Play, tão pedido pelos consumidores brasileiros no ano de 2017. E também o G Plus. O que é legal é que a campanha continua como a Motorola vem fazendo há 2 anos. Uma campanha leve, colorida, próxima e, mais do que nunca, colocando o consumidor como protagonista. Uma campanha inspirada nele, tem que ter ele como protagonista. Vocês sabem que no final a gente sempre dá 2 informações quentes, então vou aproveitar aqui que eu estou no palco para falar que a nova família Moto G, com os 3 produtos, chega no Brasil hoje, com um preço de a partir de R$ 1.099. É agora que sobem todos os celulares para registrar esse momento. Então hoje, a partir de hoje, vocês vão encontrar na nossa loja online e em todos os nossos parceiros de negócio, a família Moto G, para vocês adquirirem esse super produto. E eu queria dar o último recado, último recado, para falar que para vocês que estão aqui hoje, presencialmente no evento, a gente montou um quiosque, como a gente sempre faz ali atrás, para vocês adquirirem qualquer produto da família Moto G em uma condição super especial. Então aproveite, é só para vocês que estão aqui hoje no evento. E eu queria deixar um último recado antes de sair do palco e agradecer novamente, que é, assim como o Dan comentou, hoje começam as novidades da Motorola em 2018, em termos de produto. E como ele comentou, a partir de hoje, outras informações de Moto E começam a chegar no mercado. Então fiquem ligados nas nossas redes sociais, no nosso site. E vocês que estão aqui vão poder ver o produto Moto G, qualquer um da família, e também o Moto E5 nas nossas salas de degustações. Tá? A gente tem 2 salas aqui, uma aqui na frente, uma atrás da cabine de som. Então fiquem à vontade, quando acabar aqui, vocês já são convidados para conhecerem em primeira mão e poderem ver as 2 famílias de produto. Muito obrigado a vocês de casa de novo. E eu queria convidar vocês então a dar um hello para a família Moto G. Obrigado.
Pessoal, obrigado aí pela presença, né? Agora eu vou acompanhar ali.
Bom dia. Eu vou pedir para os jornalistas brasileiros e influenciadores que se inscreveram na Roundtable, na primeira, com os executivos da Motorola, ali do lado direito, o Marcos vai levar vocês ali, por favor, tá? Depois a gente tem a segunda Roundtable com produtos, a meio-dia 15. Também, se vocês puderem se encontrar aqui, a gente leva vocês para o espaço, tá bom? Obrigada, bom evento.
Pessoal, eu vou testar os aparelhos ali, brincar um pouco com eles, fazer alguns vídeos para vocês terem mais informações. Agradeço a presença de todos por contribuírem com esse trabalho voluntário, que eu faço com muito agrado. Vou pegar mais informações de todos os smartphones que já devem estar aí pipocando na internet, fazer os testes e trago mais vídeos para vocês sobre o Motorola Moto G6. Por favor, se inscreva no canal, deixe o like. Um grande abraço, fica com Deus e até mais.